6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening for me, good morning for everybody else. Thought I'd quickly jump on and do the review at last. I apologise it's late, and I apologise it's this time in the morning because I know it's not a great time for everyone, but hopefully we're going to hit people in New Zealand and Australia and places like that. So, yeah. Wembley. Tell me, mommy, ma, we won't be home for tea. Absolutely buzzing, guys. Honestly, what a turnaround for this football club. 1 year ago, relegation fodder, going nowhere, stuck with Mike Ashley, cabbageed, everything, just everything. And then suddenly, new ownership, new manager, survival, third in the Premier League, in a cup final, guys. I honestly cannot believe it. And this is the first of many, hopefully. Good morning, Leslie. Thanks for joining. Good morning, Baz. Hiya, Leslie. Hope you're both well. I'm very, very tired, but we're good. Evening, Ben. Thanks for joining. Morning, Roger. Wembley logistics and anxious thought. Yes, obviously NUFC on their website have told everyone how the ticket sales are going to happen. Whether you agree with it or not, it's one of those things. Season ticket holders will always have priority, and I'm fine with that. I'm not a season ticket holder. I've been to as many games as I can get to on a membership. So yeah, yes, Keith, it is live and it's Friday. I finished work this morning. I finally got rid of the kids. My little girl might have conjunctivitis. My little boy's got an ear infection. It's just non-stop. But I managed to get rid of them all, and it is live. And I'm doing this because I wanted to do it yesterday morning and I failed these all. So I apologize for that. Right, guys, the usual spiel. Hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up button, the usual. The raffle is still live. It will be drawn in March. I'm going to set a date, 2 for a fiver, 5 for a tenner. Every single ticket sold from now on all goes to charity. Alan Shearer Foundation, NUFC Food Bank, and the Rob Burrows M&D charity. Massive shout out to all the members. I've updated this as of 48 hours ago. So if it has changed since then, I apologize. But I've got everyone in the right category now. So thank you so much to everyone who is supporting the channel in this way. It's absolutely incredible, and I love you for it. So thank you very much. Lots going around, Baz. All my grandchildren have sickness bug. Oh, I don't want that again. I had that with my little, and it was absolutely horrendous. On Saturday, unfortunately, Newcastle Benfield lost on Wednesday night 2-1 to Wickham, or someone like that. I can't remember who it was now. But they're playing Thornaby on Saturday. Kickoff is 3 o'clock. Doors open at 2. Bars sent me. You get £1 off. Also, the Newcastle game will be on in the bar straight after the game, so you won't miss a kick of the Newcastle game. I'm so used to us being so bad that it feels weird, but good. Think I've got that syndrome. Can't think of its name. The Ashley syndrome, but Stockholm syndrome, yes. If anybody is interested in seeing this on a T-shirt, we are sorting it out. Please contact us via one of the email addresses below, and we can sort it out for you. £15 to £25, depending on the size and delivery costs. So please contact us if you would like this on the t-shirt. It'll look absolutely amazing, I think. So we're here today to talk about this. 2-1 at full time. It finished. It's like, get in the bag, get in the bag. We did it. I've got this February flu thing, bad cold and truth, paracetamol journey. Oh, hope you get well soon, Roger. It's not good. So before the game kicked off, there was obviously a few things that happened. John Joe Shelby wrote a big statement. I never thought I'd find myself typing this out, but my time at Newcastle has come to an end. Obviously, you want to take the opportunity to thank the club, his family, you know, all this sort of stuff, the fans. But I'm pleased for him. You know, he obviously got himself on the pitch at half time. You know, I hope you feel better soon as well, Roger. Yes, definitely. He got himself on the pitch, got a round of applause. We also had the unveiling of our 2 new players, Gordon and Ashby, which was brilliant. They got an absolute great reception, which was fantastic. And well-deserved, absolutely well-deserved. Shelby spent 7 to 8 years with the club. You know, he came when we were relegation fodder. We went down. He got us back up under Rafa, you know, and he got bruised. And then he looked like he was turning a corner under Eddie Howe. But then he kept on getting injuries. He's picked up injuries all the time. So why allow a player to play 1 game and trigger another year when he's probably not going to be in the thinking when it comes to the summer as well? So there we go. Hi, John. Thanks for joining, pal. So let's talk about the game. Obviously, we were hoping for a fast start to settle our nerves, you know, and boy, did we get a fast start. Fantastic play by Bruno in the middle of the park with quick little feet where he jinked past one of the players, squared it to Longstaff, who then put it out wide to Trippier. Almiron made a brilliant run to the right-hand side to drag a player out. Longstaff saw the opportunity to get into the box. Trippier drove into it, a simple side pass to him, and then he smashed it into the far corner, kept his shot down for a change, which is what we've all been saying. Get your head over it and just hit the target. And boy, did he do that. And he smashed it into the bottom corner. Crowd went absolutely ballistic. And we got a bit of a knee slide from the hero himself. Absolutely buzzing for the lad. And we're going to talk a little bit more about him very soon. Roll on 15 minutes later. Superb work down the left-hand side. Well, actually, before that actually went in, he could have scored his second even sooner, couldn't he? When that lovely bit of work from Bruno, when he slipped the ball into the box to him, he cut back inside and he volleyed it wide on his left foot. It was easier to miss than it was to score. I mean, Jesus. Longstaffy. But yeah, great opportunity to make it 2. But we did make it 2 in the end. Fantastic work from Willock and Joe Linton. Them 2 are getting a really good understanding on that left-hand side now, and it's brilliant to watch. Willock picked up the ball tight on the touchline, played a lovely, it was a double 1-2 in the end, and Joe Linton sent them off down the left-hand side. Willock, using his pace, got to the edge of the box. Miggy from nowhere, normally on the right-hand side, was right over on the left-hand side, made a fantastic run. Willock slipped him in. Miggy then pulled it back blindly, but he knew there was someone going to be arriving. And who was it? Sean Longstaff arriving like the old Rob Lee used to do, and he smashed the ball home. Took a deflection off the defender, but again, all we ask of him, get your head over it, smash it, hit the target. And then he ran off, doing a bit of an Alan Shearer celebration, putting us 2-0 up. I mean, it was just perfect. At that point, I said, that's it, game over. I was not worried one bit that we were going to, you know, lose this game 3-1. It was never going to happen. 3-2, sorry. It was never going to happen. I'm just amazed Longstaff has emerged from the Brussiers intact. Chuff for him as he's been putting the work in. 100%, Leslie. Longstaff got advice from Shearer and it worked. Yeah, we're going to come to that. So Longstaff puts us 2-0 up, 3-0 up on aggregate. Everything's rosy. Everything looks smart. But then Willock gives the ball away, trying to pass the ball back. was just a poor pass, really. It ended up to Shea Adams, he was about 25 yards out from goal on an acute angle, took one touch, it bobbled up nicely, and he volleyed it beautifully into the far corner. Unbelievable strike, basically. And the game was back to 2-1 with a 2-goal advantage. And I still wasn't nervous. We don't concede goals. There was no way we were conceding 3. In the second half, I mean, it was a game of 2 halves, to be fair. The first half, we edged it, quite comfortably edged it, I should say, really. Second half, they were all over us. Never let us settle, never let us play. And I absolutely papped myself with 15 minutes to go when Bruno was sent off. So a lot of comments about it was accidental, all this sort of stuff. I said, yes, it was accidental. There was no malice in it. But as soon as the Southampton defender got his leg in the way of the ball, and Bruno had committed himself to go over the top of the ball to drag it back to him, and he was not getting the ball, it looks horrible. It's a leg breaker. It's high up on the ankle, and that's why he got sent off. So Bruno needs to learn a little bit that you can't always get your foot over the ball how you want to. You've got to be careful. Players are quick these days to shield the ball, and Bruno is one of the best at doing it in the world, in my eyes. The way he shields the ball and protects it when he's got it. And the Southampton player did just that. He put his foot right in front of the ball, and Bruno just went bang and almost snapped his leg. So unfortunately, it's a red card. I thought when I watched it, I thought he threw himself to the floor, but when I watched the replay, I was just like, oh, shit. And obviously, guess who's standing over the ball? James Ward-Prowse. And I was bricking it at that point as well. We made a few substitutions. We brung Isaac on, we brung ASM on, and brung Murphy on as a triple sub, and it didn't really work. I don't know. I don't know if the players were nervous. They were just trying to see themselves through the game, but they struggled to get any rhythm, to be honest with you. And when James Ward-Prowse was standing over that free kick, I thought, shit, this goes in, down to 10 men, 15 minutes to go. I don't think we'll hang on. Luckily for us, Isaac jumps and it crashes into the side of his head and knocks him for 6. I don't know if he was subbed with concussion or wasn't with concussion. I honestly don't know. Sorry, guys, I am very tired. It was a night shift. So we're still trying to find out, because I know the rules are with concussion. If you've got suspected concussion or diagnosed with concussion, you have to have 6 days with no contact sport or sport at all. And you have to have lots of tests to then deem whether you've come out the other side of the concussion, which means if it is that, he misses the West Ham game, basically, on Saturday. If he was not diagnosed with concussion, they'll monitor him, and then he should be all right for Saturday. I'm not doing any guesswork. The press conference will be today for tomorrow's game, so we'll find out from Eddie Howe himself what the situation is. Have to give Southampton credit, especially in the second half. Definitely, John. I thought they were fantastic in the second half. It was definitely a game of 2 halves. Willock the Pillock. Willock is brilliant. He doesn't deserve any stick at all. Are you going to Wembley? Keith, yes, I am. I am definitely going to Wembley. I stupidly, well, it's not stupid now. It's a stroke of genius now. But before a ball was kicked in the semi-finals, I was able to get my hands on a corporate ticket, which costs a lot of money, and I am going to the game. Had been talking to Shea before the game too. There you go. I set our Geordie Pure Belters. How you doing? I'm good, mate. Finished night shift last night, so I wanted to get this done. Happily going to sit in my club on final day to cheer the lads on. Nice, Jed. Guys, don't forget, while I've got a few of these on there, if you want to become a member today, 99p and that. Signed shirt by Warren Barton is the prize this month to be given away. I need to set a date for it. But one lucky member will win that shirt. All the tags are still intact. It's a very expensive shirt. I probably ruined the price of it by getting Warren Barton to sign it, but hopefully maybe it'll go up in value at one day or not. Good morning, Baz, and listening as was driving to Edinburgh. Nice, Davey. Have a safe trip, pal, and be careful, please. So as the game went on, there was 8 minutes injury time. I think I said 9 when I was watching it, and it ended up being 8 or something like that. They only created... shake it off, Barry. They only created one very good chance, and that was to Armstrong again when he was slipped in and Popey came chasing out and smothered the angles, and Armstrong was only able to find Popey's big foot, and we held on, and we deserved to. The Southampton manager was full of praise for Newcastle. It was very refreshing to hear a manager say, over the 2 legs, they shaded it, so they deserve it. And I wish him all the best. I think I like listening to him, to be fair. It's like listening to Eddie Howe a little bit. Very refreshing, very honest. Tells it how it is, basically. It is mentally. We need to be up and confident in the crowd on the 26th. Oh, I'm sure we will be. Sorry I fell out of chat yesterday, Davey. Hope you're okay. Man United are used to winning, albeit not for 6 years, but we need to row our team home in the final. I'm sure we will. So these were the stats. So surprisingly, St James's Park, Southampton, 55% of possession. However, though, only 8 shots and 3 on target, which tells you how good our defence is. So even when Southampton had the ball, and a lot of it, they weren't creating many big chances. We had 15 shots, 7 on target, 4 off target, 4 blocked. We could have had about 4 in that first half rather than 2. Big chances. We created 1, they created none. We hit the woodwork. That Bruno effort from 22, I would say 24 yards, 25 yards. Left-footed curler. I hit the post. Just didn't bend back enough, but it was a great effort. But as you can see, really on the main stats, obviously goals, we win, but Southampton actually put up a real big fight against us. They really did. So credit to them. Credit to them because they made it really hard work. Don't know, we shot ourselves collectively in the second half against Southampton. That's what it felt like. The players were hoying us up from Bruno went off. Listening while walking the dog along the beach, getting some funny looks. Brilliant. We go quiet out of fear that we're going to lose it later on. I mean, I was so confident. As soon as Ward-Prowse missed that free kick and it hit the wall, we hit Isak in the head and got him taken off. I was so confident we were going to go through because we just don't concede that many goals. So I was always happy. I was going to do a poll for man of the match, and I thought, sod it. It is Sean Longstaff all the way. Matty was in the crowd, though, cheering his brother on. He had an 8.7 SOFA score rating. That's one of the highest I've seen this season. 2 goals, 55 touches, 83% passing accuracy. He had 2 key passes in the game as well. 2 out of 3 long balls successful. Shots on target 3, shots off target 1. 1 out of 4 ground duels won, 1 out of 2 aerial duels won. Only lost possession 11 times, which is good. He made 1 clearance, 1 block shot, 4 interceptions, and he was dribble passed once. Scoring the 2 goals was obviously one of the reasons why his average shot up. But Sean Longstaff is starting to come of age now, guys. I've been saying it. He gets a lot of stick. He's got a lot of stick on this channel from people who have been on it, people in the chat. But Sean Longstaff is finally showing us, that form that he had under Rafa. And all you have to do is add a few goals, and that keeps people quiet. and he shouldn't have to. I mean, people shouldn't really be piping up about him as much as they do. Sometimes it frustrates me because there is a very good player in there. And the way he scored his second goal reminded me of a Rob Lee goal, the way he ghosted into the box late, right place, right time, and smashed it home. I just hope we see more of it, because I think he's got a big role to play, especially in the next 3 games with Bruno being suspended. He's got a 3-game ban. So, yeah, the coming of age of Sean Longstaff, I think. Here is it. Pop Stu was already mentioned in the comments. So Sean rang me for a chat, and I told him not to be so precise, not to worry about picking spots. You can overthink things. The key is to hit it and hit the target. Cup Audacity Part 7. Shearer helps make a legend of Longstaff. That's what I meant about his second goal. It did take a deflection off a defender. And it wasn't about picking the spot. It was about getting a clean contact on the ball and hitting it well. Because if you hit it hard and hit it well and you hit it on target, and there's a defender in front of the goalkeeper, as soon as you beat that defender, the keeper's unsighted, and it doesn't take much of a deflection, but the keeper then stands absolutely no chance whatsoever. So Shearer just saying to him, head down, strike it. Don't worry about picking the perfect spot. Hit the target. Make the goalkeeper work. Make the defenders try and put a latch-stitch block in. Because the more you hit the target, the more chance you've got of getting a deflection, which goes to your advantage. Sometimes, yes, they will deflect wide, but that's football. But he's doing the right thing, and that's what we want to see. This from Peter Crouch is brilliant. So James's Park is on par with anywhere in the world when it's like this. So War Flags asked everyone to get the scarves out again, and boy, did we oblige. The atmosphere was absolutely stunning again. There's no better place like it, is there really? We were absolutely on point, as we always are. It was absolutely fantastic. This was one of my favourite moments. Dan Burn grabbing the microphone, doing a Gaza. Absolutely fantastic. He just grabbed my... I'm dead happy. I'm going to get my suit measured. Ha! Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Top words from Shearer. It was absolute top words. And that was great from Dan Burn. Dan Burn seems to be such a down-to-earth, cool guy, doesn't he? I would love to meet him for a drink. It would be an awesome time. Eddie Howe, about the squad, the achievements and everything that's happened so far. I'm very uncomfortable with individual praise for me. I'd much prefer the praise goes to the players who deserve it. And it's the humanity and selfishness that sums Eddie Howe up perfectly. You know, I tweeted out, and it's as simple as this. Not since Bobby Robson days, and I know there was the Rafa days and everyone listened intensely, but not like Bobby Robson. I mean, I remember being in pubs and people shushing each other and until you could hear a pin drop. And we used to listen to Bobby Robson, and every word sunk in, every word we lived on, every word we were proud to listen to. And that's the feeling I get around Eddie Howe now. You know, it doesn't matter what he's talking about. Eddie Howe could be talking about him going shopping, and everyone would listen and be on the edge of their seat and buying into everything that he's saying. And that's what he's done with this squad of players. You know, he's done it the right way. It's not just about, you know, kicking a ball. It's about getting a group, a squad together who will fight for each other, who want to win football matches. And he's united this whole club, whole city, including the owners. But Eddie Howe has done an unbelievable job. And every time he speaks now, I'm as quiet as a mouse. I want to hear everything he says. And just thank you, Eddie. Thank you, everyone, really. We're in a fucking final. I'm still so fucking excited and I need to go to sleep. Eddie Howe on Isaac. He felt a bit groggy, taking the ball to his head. I don't know how bad it is. I don't know the concussion protocols. They're very hard to find as well and understand. If his concussion is confirmed, he'll miss Saturday's game against West Ham alongside the suspended Bruno Guimaraes. So, yes, it all depends on whether he was substituted for concussion, whether the doctors say, yes, he has concussion. If he has, it's 6 days of tests, CAT scans, and all this sort of stuff. And only after the 6 days and everything's clear and the tests have come back positive, he can then step back on a football pitch again. So that will rule him out for Saturday. So we're not 100% sure, but we're just got to have to wait and see. Manel, when interviewing Eddie, would you take top 4 finish or a cup win? How? I can't choose really. We're going for everything. Our fucking manager. That's what you want to hear, isn't it? You know, this question, it's going around and everyone's answered it. God knows how many times, but yet it keeps on popping up. It's a hard question to answer. And the way I see it, the younger generation don't understand the pain that the older generation have gone through sometimes because of the last 15 years, the cup losses in the finals, the team blowing an 11-point lead to Man United. They don't feel all that. So the younger generation are thinking more ahead. You know, they're thinking finish top 4, we'll get more days like this anyway, blah, 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 blah. People of my generation who have seen it all and are still, I would say, relatively young enough to see the future are torn. I personally would go with, my head goes with top 4 because top 4 gets you Champions League football, brings in better quality players, brings in bigger revenue, which then fast forwards the project by 2-3 years potentially. My heart says you've been to semi-finals. You haven't been to the finals, unfortunately. 2 finals we got beaten. I wasn't there, which is probably a good thing. But I've been to 2 semi-finals, the Charity Shield, and we've got hammered. Only the Chelsea game when we got beat 2-1 from a shocking refereeing decision, by the way. Kieran Dyer got absolutely nailed in the bottom right-hand corner and the referee played on and they went up and scored. Pricks. It still hurts to this day. I'm still 50-50 because I can see the benefits of 4th, but I also want to see us win something. But I still feel I'm young enough to be able to enjoy the future and hopefully see us win more trophies. Then you've got the older generation who will literally just say to you straight away, I want to see us win a trophy before I die, which means they will always pick a cup win over top 4 finish. So that's me breaking that question down. It depends on your age range to what you would go for personally. So there we are. Yeah, but Janora chipped in with both. Yeah, he did. So there you are. So there's my answer to that question. I always think it's what you've seen, what age range you are, and what you would prefer. So it's a hard one to answer. It really is. Very quickly, guys, before we go on to the next bit, please hit that subscribe button, the bell button. Please consider buying some raffle tickets. Drop me a message on Twitter or via the email addresses below. And thank you, everyone who is a member, for your support and your continued support with this channel. It's absolutely amazing. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. And thank you for Newcastle Benfield for being in partnership with this channel. We're actually in their match day program on Wednesday, which was unbelievable. And they're back in action on Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff. Baz sent you. You will get £1 off. So please consider going and supporting a local team if you're not going to the game on Saturday. And then you can watch it in the bar afterwards and have a good pint. So please consider it, checking them out and say, Baz sent you, and then you get £1 off. And if anyone would like to see this picture on a T-shirt, we've got that sorted. £15 to £25, depending on the size. Contact Liam or via one of the email addresses below. The False9 email address will be the best one if you would like to purchase that in a t-shirt. Whoops, wasn't meant to keep that on. That the game when Drogba moved the ball about 5 yards, the semi. No, I don't think it was, because Gus Poyet was playing and all them. Like, I don't think Drogba was there at that point. I can't remember though. Top of my head, I know we got beat 2-1, and Rob Lee scored the header, and Drogba was well after that. Thinking about it now, I think Gianluca Vialli was in charge of Chelsea then. I was 11 when Man City beat us in the League Cup final in '76. I'm the same as you, Baz. Head says Champions League, heart shouts Cup. Exactly. It's a difficult one, isn't it? It really is. This was the last time we scored a goal at Wembley. The game I've just been talking about, the Rob Lee header from an Alan Shearer cross. It was a beautiful Alan Shearer cross, to be fair. Brings back a lot of memories, a lot of painful memories, a lot of joy. Because at the time, it put us back into the game at 1-1, only for it to be taken away from us by a poor refereeing decision. But let's hope this time around in Wembley, we're going to have a better chance of winning. 99 Cup final was devastating. Hopefully we get revenge soon. Yes, there's obviously that one. 1999 Cup final. Teddy, who was it? Teddy someone went off injured? Or someone went off injured and came on and then scored. We got beat 2-0. 2 years running, 2-0, 2-0. I'm sick of getting beat at finals, so let's put one over these bastards. And thinking about 2000 bars, I reckon I had Drogba not moves the ball, had not have scored the free kick. I can't remember it, mate. I really can't. Sorry, my head's got drawn a blank. Oh, that's because I'm so tired after doing the night shift, and it's my own fault. Anyways, that's a review of the game. I will be back later on today. I'm not too sure what time, but it'll be the afternoonish. I think I'm waiting for a call from the doctors for myself, which I think I've just got a message now. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick review of the game. Sean Longstaff, Geordie Hero, put us into a final. We can all dream and have a great day out, basically, whether you're going or not going, whether you're coming to London to support outside the ground or inside the ground, if you're going to go to the fan zones, whatever you do, let's make it an unbelievable day. 26th of Feb. Cannot wait. Thanks for watching, as always, everyone who's tuned in this early. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you again later on today for a preview of the West Ham game once Eddie Howe's done his press conference. So take care till then, guys.